The team you see here is an admin team that was assigned to work the special needs hurricane shelter here at Tatum Ridge. We opened Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, and the minute we opened the doors, we had buses pulling up. We had lots of people being dropped off, some with caregivers, some with not. I even think well into the night, I heard that 1 a.m. our last bus pulled up at some point. So we were basically packing this place as the day went on, prepping for the storms. Once the storm hit, we were sort of bunkered down. We told everybody to be in their rooms and safe. And I couldn't even tell you what time it was because I lost track of any sort of timeline. I don't even know what day it was, but Sunday night, obviously. When the storm hit, we're hunkered down and our generator blew.
We started kind of brainstorming. We started calling emergency EOC. They indicated that there's possibly we have a county ops component, and they inquired to see if we had a generator.
There was a 4-man team. It was 2 school board employees, Dale from facilities, Kurt Weaver from facilities, and then we had 2 that were just volunteers. One of them is the husband of my assistant principal, Chris Canals. He's an electrician, just had some knowledge of generators. And another gentleman, Pete Petrovich, was a spouse of a teacher's aide at Oak Park, I think, who happened to be sheltering here. And so the 4 of them with raincoats ran out to the generator in the height of the storm.
But from mid-afternoon on Saturday through the next morning, that's the time period when it was most severe, most serious, most dangerous. And if there was a medal that you could give for public service, a gentleman named Kurt Weaver.
I didn't even come back. This is the first I've been back here.
I'll tell you right now, there was no doubt in my mind I was going out and looking at that generator. None. Thank God I was in the Army and that was my job. Diesel engines. I mean, I wouldn't have known. I would have never known what to do.
Yeah, you can see them down there. Whoops, I'm sorry. The generator down there.
Would I help somebody? Yes. But I would have never said no. Never. That ain't even in my category.
The problem, though, is that we didn't know how many people that generator would hold on power. So we came up with a game plan that what we were going to do with all the school representatives, the nurses, county ops, Pike from FPL, the law enforcement, and the fire department that was here. Our game plan was that the head nurse was going to go upstairs and get the most critical patients. We were going to house all law enforcement and fire and rescue on the stairwell.
Is that a lot of the patients were upstairs. So the first responders that were staging here, they had to stage here for the storm to die down and then get out and clean, like the tree trimmers, the EMTs, the police, they were all, once they had to come off the road when the winds hit 45, they had to be here with their trucks out back. When all this went down, these are the guys that were carrying patients down the stairwell.
And literally in this cafeteria, we ran cords, huge, thick extension cords with extension boxes, and began moving patients from upstairs in the dark down here to the cafeteria.
So on top of that, when the generator kicked back on, we had about 25 people on battery-operated oxygen tanks. So that gave it enough charge that it kept lasting us through the night. So it really was an effort that getting that generator to keep popping on. We had the gas powered, making sure these people were okay, but that generator popping on, the fact that Kurt went out there, what, a dozen times in the middle of the hurricane, just to make sure that it would keep kicking on, just to give those battery oxygenated packs a little bit more life is what lasted us through the night.
The cafeteria is sort of the main hub. We're serving meals down here. People are hanging out playing cards. They're just, it was kind of like the area to just kind of hang out. So at one point there was a gentleman that was an evacuee here, and he jumped up on the piano and started playing some music, and the next thing you know, there's a couple people hanging out around there. One of the nurses is up there. They're singing along, they're dancing. It was just kind of one of those moments where, hey, we're getting through this thing together.
In this situation, people came together, whether it was administrators, whether it was custodians, nurses, whatever your title was in this point, our color, race, language, anything, everybody united and basically did what they could do.
And I just get chills thinking about it. We all used whatever skill set we had to help, and it didn't matter if we were on the clock, it didn't matter if that was our skill set. I mean, every single one of us just, and we're all gonna get flashbacks.
Exactly. That happened all the time, all the time.
Community.
It was a pretty severe situation. I mean, without the power, these people could possibly have died. And we needed everyone's assistance in order to accomplish what we were able to accomplish.
Team Tatum.